Hey everybody, Will Davis with the Monroe County Reporter, starting this week's news with some good news. Monroe County is officially a boomtown. The county's setting an all-time record in 2021 as we count the numbers from last year and figure that Monroe County recorded 344 new homes. During the year, that sets a brand new record. The previous high was back in the boom years of 2006 when Monroe County had 301 new homes. We shattered that record next year by 43 homes. All those new homes totaling a value of over $100 million. Find out all the details of how Monroe County is growing in this week's newspaper.
Hey Monroe County, if you're planning a wedding, a big event, a corporate Christmas party, we have the place for you. Our friends at Macon Tent Rentals, Jeff Holloway and his team are Monroe County residents, and they are the best. They are the top of the pack when it comes to tent rentals and preparing for the equipment for a big party. Tents, tables, chairs, lighting, dance floors, staging, pipe, drapes, cooling units, linen, cafe lights, just to name a few. You can even pick up items for rent at their location. Call now for a free quote, 478-746-8269.
A Fayette County couple faces felony charges after taking Monroe County deputies on a wild chase in an 18-wheeler. Yes, you heard that correctly. A Tyrone couple, the Crumps, visited our fair city to try to reclaim their tractor trailer that was at Bice's garage. It had been towed there after they were in a wreck in Lamar County and they had stolen the tractor trailer. Well, they tried to steal a second time, according to Monroe County Jared Duncan. He said that the Crumps were found by a tow truck driver at 10 o'clock at night, revving the engine of the tractor trailer and the Peterbilt 1994 truck. Deputies came to the scene, and when the Crumps saw the deputies, they put the foot on the gas and floored it out of the gate onto the interstate, where they were chased 20 miles all the way to the Hartley Bridge Road exit. Monroe County deputies shot out all the tires, and they kept going. They finally had to shoot out the radiator, and the Crumps were finally arrested only after a crossbow and a taser were confiscated at the scene. Find out more details in this week's Reporter.
Hey y'all, it's Tammy Rafferzeder with the Monroe County Reporter, filling in for Donna Wilson on the incidents of the week. A black Ford Ranger ran 40 feet off the road on the 1800 block of Juliet Road around 7 p.m. on New Year's Eve, and the inebriated driver was taken to jail by Corporal Larry Sullivan. The Juliet man told Sullivan he was fine after the one-vehicle accident, but had unsteady movement and slurred speech while sitting in the pickup truck. After giving the corporal his license, the man had to have help from the EMTs to put on his shoes and get out of the vehicle. He refused any medical treatment from EMS. He nearly fell over after getting out of the truck, and Sullivan saw that he was very unsteady on his feet. He denied drinking and refused to perform any sobriety testing. He was cited for DUI refusal, failure to maintain lane, and no seatbelt. Read this and all the incidents in this week's Reporter on page C6.
Well, there was a small football game Monday night. You may have heard the Georgia Bulldogs winning their first national championship in 41 years. Well, we talked to two folks with Monroe County ties who were on that last national championship team in 1980, being Steve Chafin of Forsyth. He was a walk-on punter for the Bulldogs in the early 80s. And also Jeff Harper, who was the starting left tackle for those championship Bulldogs, blocking for the great Herschel Walker. He went to Monroe Academy, played football right here in Forsyth in high school. We talked to them about what it means, what reflections they have on making history this year as the Bulldogs, the flagship university of our state, return to that pedestal. Find out more in this week's Reporter.
my name is Terry Johnson. I write Monroe Outdoors for the Monroe County Reporter. Back in the 1930s, conservationists came up with the idea that they could help wood ducks out by making wood duck nesting boxes. The reason for this was that the natural cavities that they had found for generations were no longer there. And as a result, wood duck nesting boxes were put out across the country. Locally, back about 50 years ago, the Monroe County Sportsman's Club won the Conservation Organization of the Year Award for their efforts to bring in wood duck nesting boxes to Monroe County. Unbeknownst to them that when they did this, they were also helping a variety of other animals, particularly those animals that needed roosting sites on cold winter nights. Now, what I've done this week is tell you about two of these animals, the flying squirrel and the northern flicker, and how they were benefited by the efforts of the Monroe County Sportsman's Club to bring wood ducks back to Monroe County. All this and more in this week's Reporter.
Monroe County loves its firearms, and there's no better place to get your firearms and ammunition needs than Red Root Defense, a small family-owned business right here in the heart of Georgia near the Jones-Monroe County line. Check them out for a full selection of firearms, ammunition, and accessories. In sports, in this week's Reporter, find out about the Mary Persons Matt Dawgs as they head to the state preliminaries. They had a big week last week, coming in second in the area duels. They also took first place in a home meet against Jones County and Peach County. The Bulldogs doing very well, still in the infancy of the wrestling program at Mary Persons. Meanwhile, the Mary Persons basketball teams, boys and girls, both on long winning streaks. Find out how they did it, and the road gets tougher this week as they play some of the top teams in their region. Moreover, the middle school boys are now 5-1. Find out all that and more in sports in this week's Reporter.